So our first matchup, we do have Is It Dragons taking on Mono Green Aggro. Is It Dragons? Obviously, we are basically almost our standard 2022 list with Brazen Barbers and Mo Crusher Giants is another way we in replace of some of our top end stuff. Mastermind Stone to start digging. We have Epithemies to take some extra turns, and then we have ways to just deal with this matchup, including 2 copies of Burning Hands in the main board. Smart. Is It Dragons. Very smart with a lot of the Gruul aggro and Wyona running around over the place. And they are against Mono Green Aggro, piloted by Geometra. Mono Green Aggro, this is the snow-covered base version of it. So obviously we do have a lot of our usual mono green creatures, which also include, in our top end, of course, we do have Great Heads to draw more cards, Ranger class to draw to play creature spells off the top of our deck, which we are a major creature deck list, Blizzard Brawls and Primal Mites and Ram Throughs to try to one for one of our creatures. And obviously, Face the Haven, which is a card that we haven't seen in a while.
I was just thinking that.
Activated. Which I'm very surprised no one decided to bring in the Book of Exalted 1 combo in this tournament.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that rounds out our top 4.
And then, actually, if we have our bottom matchup, Gruul Adventures and Naya Wyona. Obviously, Gruul Adventures, we want to basically get to turn 4 Embercleave, and Wyona, we want to get to turn 4 Wyona. So,
all right, switching back to our event chat screen here. I do want to take a couple of minutes again just to shout out our sponsors. For starters, Kiki Bliss. Please check her out. A cake for every occasion. aka Sweet and Salty and my wife, the backbone of this channel. I kid you not. As for the Wizards Tower, they are the top sponsors for this season. Please check them out at wizardstower.com. Place for all your single needs. All the local game stores are open for events, so please check all of them out. Sweet and Salty and I will be going to the pre-release next Sunday at Wizards Tower, and I can't wait. I am so excited. Yeah, and then Gaming Kingdom, Out of the Box, Game Breakers, all the other 3 local game stores have been phenomenal throughout the whole year. Each store has done amazing things for this channel on different levels. Each one helping make this whole thing successful. As to the fans and to the players, we are in the last stretch of the quarterfinals, which means next weekend is the finals. And after that, the season will end. I want to thank all of them. The players, the fans. You've been so supportive and patient. Like Sweet and Salty said, we have been learning a lot. And if you look at our very first stream to today...
Yes.
Actually, I don't want you to look at the first stream, but if you were to look at the first stream from to today, it's completely night and day, which I'm very happy about.
You can't look at the first stream. It's been deleted already.
Yeah. Based on players having problems sharing their screens, we usually try and push them to share their screens for the finals like this. We might be only seeing one side of things for the last 2 rounds, which I'm okay with. It'll just make commentary a little more interesting because we won't know what's coming.
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah, so we can start with Charberg and TRW.
Great.
And if they finish before Geometra and Jonas, then we'll only see one.
All right, well then I will publish the pairing, Sweet and Salty, and you can go ahead and tell them to commence the end game.
No.
End game?
No. We don't want to commence the end game. Have you seen the end of Thero?
So you said TRW, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we're looking at TRW?
Yeah. TRW and...
Charberg. Table 2. Gruul against Naya.
Ooh. Yeah, this could be a very, very fast round.
This will be who gets their turn 4.
The other matchup is just as interesting of a matchup because is it Dragons against Mono Green? I'm not even sure.
Oh yeah.
Which is gonna come out of that one?
You know, the upside for the Is It Dragon versus Mono Green is that the Is It side of the battlefield can almost turn into a shell of somewhat of a control deck and try and manage the board that way after game 1. I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do, but I know that's one of my gameplays. And of course, it all depends on what their cards are in their sideboard. But Mono Green against Is It Dragons is if Is It comes off, either if they have to mulligan or they don't have a quick answer in the early first turns, much like this matchup, it could end very quickly. And they don't even need Embercleave to finish them off.
So I'll keep my eye out on the other semifinal here. While we watch some Guerrilla Adventures taking on some Winota.
It's exciting.
I'm gonna watch the English side this time.
Ooh. You know, there's gotta be at some point an easier way for the players to connect.
Oh.
You know what's easier to connect? Spectator mode.
Wow.
For us.
No, he's talking about
For Arena.
for Arena.
So we don't have to worry about the Discord
Yeah.
to share the screens and what have not. We just share the and then we would have the option to actually see what's in the graveyard,
That's what I'm saying. That would be easier for us. It still doesn't help the players connect. To
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's what I was saying is what Sweet and Salty is voicing is that the players connecting against each other, like there has to be an easier way at some point.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
we are in the
it's-
semifinals.
Yep.
James, change the
title.
title. Wow. Yeah, with the program.
Ah,
What are we keeping the last prize for? The finals?
No, it's actually going through the whole thing. The last
Oh.
prize is one pack.
Until the finals?
Yeah, until the finals. And
So it
Zombie,
can
you're
still-
still in it. It doesn't
I
change,
feel-
buddy.
I feel like he's not listening.
he's probably still
just
not
watching.
watching. Yeah, because he's also streaming some Pug at the same time.
Mhm.
Well, it's all good.
He's
I th-
supporting the channel, but only visually.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So opening hand for Gruel, have to return one back.
That's that's not a bad
You-
keep.
No, you go Fable Passage, find yourself a mountain. Well, you can risk the biscuit, take 3, play the elemental, attack for 2.
Right?
It's not bad, but you can't attack now.
Well, you could technically. If you really wanted to.
It's like you could get the 3. Attack for. Well, you can at least attack for 1 because they can't. Creatures with tower 2 or less cannot block the 1/1.
You know, it's kind of fitting, Kyokai Canada, that all of these shells in the final 4, except for like I can even go as far as stretching it to Is It Dragons, has an adventure package within their build, which has been what everybody has been seeing for an extended time and can't wait for the rotation.
Yes.
As much as I see that, but there are other options out there that we just didn't see enough of. Like the Is It Control deck was really good. Jessica Mutate, which there's only one copy in all 25 decks, which surprised me after yesterday.
Yeah, but unfortunately that deck did not do very, very well that tournament.
Yesterday, it did really well in the NPL. In today's events, yeah.
They went 0-2.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is unfortunate.
Against, again, 0-2 versus, actually, if I see our players, actually our pairings, against both, basically our top two our players in the top four. That was our first two losses. Was to Is It Dragons round 1, Mono Green round 2.
You know, when I used to play events like this all the time, either at the tower or online, when I was able to play a few online, I always found it very frustrating that if I lost the first 2 rounds, I always lost to the people who were in the finals. Like in the top, they were the top decks for the day, right?
Yeah. Attack for 7, down to 9.
That was a really good turn. He sacked both Fable Passages, and he played a land, so that was 3 triggers.
So now Scoundrel Smashing will wipe the board clean.
I think that's a really important play.
Yeah. And get to attack in for 1.
Yep.
But little do they know that
a Goldspan Dragon is waiting to breathe down on them. Oh, did you just see what he top
not one,
decked?
Not 1.
But 2.
2.
I'm out. So that's 4 is down to 5. So he has 1 turn to find 2 answers for 2 dragons.
Yes.
Or to top deck a Winota. Nope, no Winota.
No Winota.
Ah, so Gruul Adventures.
They can. But the funny thing is that the 1/2 has reach. Really?
Sentinel, yeah.
The Sentinel has reach.
It does.
Really?
Does the dragon have trample?
No, it does not.
Here you go.
Well,
But
Can't survive.
that would do it.
Shatter Skull.
Because it would have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
that's not enough.
Yeah. Goldspan Dragon. With Fable Passage. Yet it's only attacking, not all creatures.
Right.
Yeah.
So they'll get double.
So technically he has 6 mana, which he could wipe out his opponent's board after this.
Yep. Wipe out the double striker and the reach.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna sack a Selfless Savior and make this indestructible. That is such a great play. If he can find either an answer or something else to block the Goldspan Dragon, he could turn this game around.
Wyona would probably do it, but here comes the smashing.
So the smashing, you have to say that he's going to sack Selfless Savior because...
Yes, because he's going to attack. He's going to... because the Sentinel already has indestructible to the end of the turn.
Right.
So they have to sack the Savior to...
Protect
the artist, protect the Historian. If I have the right name. Yeah, they keep the Historian alive.
That is not an answer.
No.
We're going to see Gruul Adventures take game 1 in the semifinals.
That's why I said it with this top 8. This with Gruul Adventures, and it's been like this for, I can almost say 2 years, a year and a half almost, since this deck became a thing.
Well, there was different points there was different points where I would say that Gruul was not the right deck to play.
No, but then I say by when they came back to Ravnica, I think that became a thing.
Right.
After Baymates, obviously.
Yeah, it's been pretty powerful at the tower anyway.
Oh my god, for sure.
Everybody always had some kind of crazy Gruul build that just was super aggressive, really wide, and kicked your butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's that guy's name? Ben? He used to play the dinosaurs. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Wow, that's right.
He always
It
had
was
that
it was a dinosaur deck,
decks.
yes.
John Dino.
Dino.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was such a good. He would win like by turn 3 or 4.
Ben Benson.
I love catching me some Galtas on turn 3.
Oh.
Oh, Galta, why would you bring that up?
It's either that or Carnage Tyrant. Take your pick.
Every time
Both
I build
suck.
a deck. What about Galta? I need to be protected from Galta.
I've actually built a dinosaur deck that almost went 4-0. Actually was purposely to get Galta the turn 3.
Yeah. I remember being smushed by a few of those.
That is horrid.
Ooh. Ooh.
Get to mull.
Yeah, it was a pretty big maul. I think he mauled
Yeah,
to
it's
6.
a mull to it's a mull to 2 cards. You have to mull to 5.
Oh, he mauled to
for
5.
Oh.
Rough go. Chariot is a good card to keep, and he's got 3 lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new card, eh?
Chariot? Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
That was from
Throne of Eldraine.
Nope.
What?
Chariot is from Kalheim.
Really? Oh, Kelheim.
Oh my goodness, I haven't played in
Forever?
probably since.
This is the first time in
November.
forever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have 4 lands in theory. So keeping our eye on. Okay, so we do have a result in our other semifinal matchup.
Keep it a suspense.
Will do. I will foretell the future.
You mean it finished faster than this?
Yes, it did.
Oh my god. Wonder if it was mono green. They don't tell me.
Like I said, we'll wait until after. Oh, that's probably the right call right there. Spellbinder is going to get rid of a mammoth, or it's going to get rid of a chariot as fast as possible.
That's a really good play.
Yeah, I think this game is well out of reach for Gruul aggro. I think they might just go right to game 3 here. So
Maybe, maybe not. It all depends
They
on what
can't-
they top deck, right?
yeah, they can cast a mammoth next turn if they crack the Fable Passage now.
Mm-hmm.
At least they will have a turn 3 play.
It is a tough call.
Yes.
It is a very tough call.
Let
I mean,
them.
there's no, yeah, he can't stop it from resolving. I guess he was just trying to contemplate what you were thinking. Like, is the game over already?
Yes.
I don't think it is. I mean, I agree. I think that Winota has definitely put their foot and pressure on the Gruul deck to come up with answers and responses.
Yeah.
But like,
They'll take 2. Probably in turn, this will be cracked for a forest.
I mean, I can't see it not being cracked for Force. There's no point seeing as how he has red mana in hand.
Yeah. So crack for forest, plays in the mountain. Well, that's a
Amber
cleave.
What the?
That's a cleave.
That's
So
good.
they say go. All right. Do they care about the?
No.
I think that was the right attack.
So they're looking for that second red source now. So if they can top deck a mountain, the Embercleave could be the difference in this whole game.
Yeah.
Because
But
what, that
here
would be 12 damage on the next turn?
But here comes Boo.
Boo?
Boo. The 1 mana 1/1 with haste and trample.
Which he didn't attack with.
It looks like a gerbil.
Oh my god, he
Monster.
found it! He found
Yeah.
the second red source. He could Embercleave on this turn, get 2 triggers on the
7.
mammoth, and attack into this board.
For 7, 8,
14
down to
unblocked.
16, 16 unblocked.
5.
This would be the 5, then to
Oh
7.
my god, you're right. That would be 16 unblocked if he chooses
Yes.
not to block. That's huge.
But if they rip Wyona off the top, then oh,
Well, he can't stop it anyway. I think it's a mistake. Totally think it's a mistake. He's playing way too safe. Man, that's what Emercleave is all about. You just want to crush him.
and I think that was the right call to play the passage. But now they ripped a Burning Hand, so this game is. So they could play land, Cobra, activate Cobra, or activate the Ranger. Activate the Ranger. Give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make this a 9/9.
Okay. It was better not to attack. I see your point.
Give that a 9. Make that a 6/6. Or make it a 5/5. With trample. And a giant. Attack for 8.
You see what he did there, eh? He left 2 mana open for Burning
Thinking
Hand.
that. Yeah. With the creatures there, so.
Smart play.
Yep.
Very smart play.
I guess you probably would take the 8, go to 7.
I
If
would.
he blocks here, if they block here, they're going to lose a 3/3. And then when they try to go off with the. I think it's better to take the 8. I think you said team that we're going right to game 3.
The difference is going to be Burning Hands. Because,
Yeah.
like, even with... he's going to kill one of the creatures
Yeah.
in response.
And this is. Yeah, you thought this was a good game? And that's going to be 6. Yeah. Pumps it to 5, pumps it to 7. I think they're playing it kind of slow-ish, just to make sure that. And this is probably the right call to not crack with the Fable passage.
Use it on... oh my goodness. We're actually going to see a Winota.
Please. One time.
He's not doing it.
No, he's going to put it. Oh. Because they're going to put it on the 7/7
What?
on the flyer.
I want to see Winota.
Oh. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. We're going to see it 10 minutes later, but still, F's in the chat. We want Wyona.
Oh. I mean, congratulations. I still think Winota is going to win this
Game.
game.
Still going to game 3.
But it would have been way cooler to win off Winota.
Yes.
He's just guaranteeing himself the victory there.
Yeah.
Which,
So sideboard.
go ahead.
Definitely, it's going to be more removal. I can also see the Soul Seers bringing in here. The Soul Seers will deal damage, but then gets around the indestructible. So if the Selfless Savior protects the one creature, then they can Soul Seer it and remove it.
Holy popsicle sticks. Don't forget, guys, exclamation point BO3 in the chat, and you could enter in to win the last Strixhaven pack that I have for giveaway. In the finals, we'll be doing all... my brain is dead after a long day. Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. It's been a really good day, though. The decks, the games.
Yeah. Very competitive right to the end there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Gorilla aggro on the play, which is pretty much that's what they wanted to be.
Oh, for sure. Can they pull it off, though? That's a rough keep. 2 lands. If they don't get a 3rd land,
that's rough on the other side where you have 5 lands, Kendrith, and a Cadillac.
Yep.
So you could literally do nothing, say go, but you can also attack him with the
chip away with little
chip
itty-bitty
away.
damage.
Yeah. Where in the Gruul side, okay, this would be called the content keep.
He mulled. Good for him.
Yeah, Wyona Mult, yeah. And this is probably a little better. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 play, yep. All right. So they're going to, I think this is probably right play to get themselves a forest. So now they can go Scatter Soul Smashing. Or they can go Heart's Desire.
I think you have to go Shatter.
Nope. You go Stomp.
Oh, that's no fun.
So you heard Wyona's a thing.
Yes.
Please, one time. One time.
Although there's only one creature, because I knew they were going to do that, is going to trigger a Phonoda.
Yeah. But now they can get
not.
a...
Now it's not.
Nope. But at least they can go a little bit wider, gain some life. That's a melee.
That's good. That's a very good... top decking the red cap melee is exactly what he needed.
Yep.
If he can find a 4th land, and imagine he goes... so he plays this, and then he steals the Winota. That would be sweet.
I think you... Okay, so they're actually playing this... They want to get a big Wyona, but now this...
You gotta hit red cap melee.
Yep. Red cap melee or the Archon's War.
No, I'd go melee.
The melee, yeah. Melee is pretty much the right call there. But now they have to say land go.
Oh, wow.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
I think they just say go. And the thing is that now they have a Selfless Savior that can protect the Wyona. They're only going to get 1 trigger off of the Innkeeper.
I see what you're saying.
Yes. If they play the Brushfire Elemental, they can go Brushfire Elemental into Heart Desires, and they're leaving up blockers, but you have 2 looks. So it's probably a safe bet to say go. But I think they're going to think long-term get blockers.
I think that's actually a pretty decent play. A 5/5 can block pretty much almost anything.
Yes. And now we're going to see a lot of triggers off the top.
2. Here comes
Yep.
Well,
I don't think it's going to be game over, but...
Well, there's a Wyona. That's a start. Gain a life and a whiff.
A whiff! Oh, well. At least he's attacking with 4 creatures. So what do you block?
7, 8, 9. Selfless Savior.
Wimp.
If you go land Wyona, this is going to be hilarious. No.
no.
Oh. You have to red cap melee the Wyona now.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
That's 2 Winotas out of his deck.
Now you say go. Now they have Blade Historian.
I know, he just
No,
needs
they
1 more
can't.
land, eh?
The wrong land.
He's freaking out on his cards.
Just one more land.
Yeah.
One more land would take take at least the 3-1.
That's all he needs to do is just chip.
There
Oh,
it
wow.
is.
Here we go,
Yeah,
boys.
but it's not
At
red.
least it's a land that you can seal the 3-1.
Still can't.
Or do you take the 1-1 and attack
For
9?
That's a rough.
And
rough,
hope they
rough,
don't
rough,
rip
rough.
and hope they don't rip a plains or a.
Do the brush fires make mana?
But they do have a Hydra. I think you Archon's War, you steal the 3-1,
Yeah.
or you steal the 1-1. Steal the 3-1.
Because you can still block the 1/1, right?
Burning Hands. Burning Hands will take care of the Love Struck Beast.
Good play. Very good play.
No. Interesting.
But now you can go Brushfire Elemental,
Into land.
force a chump
Yeah.
into land, force a chump, or force the Burning Hands out of their hand. But unfortunately, I would attack him with the 3-1, because knowing that's gonna die on the crackback.
Unless, of course, he uses it as a blocker.
Yeah, but you just said the other guy's gonna get rid of it. Not that he knows that, but
Right.
it would have been. I think I would have attacked him.
So they'll activate, block the 3-3.
Oh, smokes.
Oh, they can Burning Hands. They have to attack in. It's gonna chump. You're gonna chump with the 3-1. I think that was the right play anyway. Now they can Burning Hands the 5-5. Or Burning Hands the token, which that means they'll get back the 3-3. Oh boy.
Interesting. Now I can Ember Cleave.
Nope. They can play the land, but they can't play the Bushfire Elemental. But yes, they can Evercleave. But they could play the Bushfire Elemental attack for 9.
It doesn't have haste.
No, but it just needs a 1-1. So if you attack, so if they play the Bushfire Elemental, don't play the land. But this game could be over if TRW can rip, or sorry, Sandkyle can rip a mountain. But again, down to 10. I think you attack him with the 4-3. If you say no blocks, then you can play Cleave.
Could be 10, not 8, because it gets +1.
+1, yeah, 10 down to 2. But if Sandkyle can rip a plains or a mountain off the top, that's game. If they ripped a mountain or a plains off the top, they play Historian and attack in with the 3-1, and that would have been double strike. And Rule Adventures takes it down to the finals.
Wow, semifinals, Rule Adventures moves on to the finals. All right, let's check in with